Hello everyone and welcome back. Meat Department here. I'm so glad you could join me for another video today. So we're back on the main character and today's video is going to be what is the best active grind to get those tasty pumpkins that we need to get all of our juicy Spooky Town treats. Well, there are two methods, and that is in Spooky Town itself to actually go trick-or-treating at these doors, and of course the second active method is just straight up doing the orb circuits out in the real world, behind the castle walls where the protection is gone, and you will be facing other giants. Can you handle what it takes out there? So today we're gonna basically do 2-minute intervals and show you how much we can get from knocking on doors for 2 minutes straight. Then we're gonna do some orb circuits for 2 minutes straight, and hey, maybe even at the end I'll do a side-by-side so you can see them firsthand, and let's just see which one is better when you're actively in the game. You know, you're pumped up and you're ready to get some pumpkins. Well, we're gonna find out which is better. So I know a lot of you out there have been, doing the doors, getting orbs, besides, the times you're AFK, but today we're focusing on active grinding only. So without further hesitation, let's go ahead and jump right in. What should we do first? Let's go ahead and just do the Spooky Town door knocking. So just to give you a little bit of an overview here, what I mean is you can go up to each door and hit the E button or click it to knock and trick or treat, take some pumpkins. So this little fella right here gives us, oh, he went inside, how dare he, gives us a little bit of pumpkin action, and that's really what we like. And you see it spawns pretty quick. Little skeleton guy in there getting some pumpkins. Let's go. Now don't get trapped inside the house, that one would be a good thing. So how many are there total? Well, if we zoom out a little bit, we could take a look here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 houses, and as you see, it actually spawns pretty quickly. So yeah, trick or treat, take some pumpkins, I don't know how many times, but definitely by the time you run around and you come back, it is going to be ready to go. So I know some of you have just been standing here and opening the doors, and that's an all right way to go, but I'm talking active grinding, running around. So how we're going to do this today, basically I have a timer set up for 2 minutes, and I am going to actually go ahead and take off my pets because I want to just show you the base. So the amount you get with no multipliers at all, and that'll just be the easiest way to go about it. So when you do knock, it gives 7. It was just blocked by that thing right there, but it is 7. So each door gives you 7, whereas an orb gives you 5 right here. And the AFK circle gives you 4 when it does tick in. It should be coming around here any second. Bam. All right, so let's go ahead and get posted up. I'll start at this house right here. This little red one on the corner. So we're gonna go ahead and see how many of these houses we can hit up in 2 minutes. And then we'll just multiply that by 7 to see what we get. So let me go ahead and get my timer going here. And it is all set on the screen. Okay, so let's go ahead in 3, 2, 1, start. So there's 1, 2, and really I don't need to count. I just know that every time I hit that one corner house, I have gotten 10 houses. So let's just go ahead and do this for 2 minutes straight. Can you believe it? We're gonna go ahead and hit all these. So as you can see, it's not really that bad. So now we're on our second wave here. So we did 10 already. There we go. It's pretty easy when you get the flow of things, at least playing on a PC. Pretty much walk up to each door. As soon as you see the thing, you hit the E key, which I'm doing right now, and open them up. So I'm getting 7 pumpkins every single time it does this, and that is number 20 right there. So now we're starting our third wave. So here we go. We did 20 so far. We're now in the 30s, and let's see where we end up. We're almost actually nearing in on a minute already. So it's about a minute and 7 seconds. So actually only after a minute, it looks like, bam, there's 30. So that's a good sample right there, 30 per minute. But I want to go ahead and just do 2 minutes because it does, give a better sample size, and also due to fatigue. And, when you're doing this straight, surely you're probably going to fade off after a certain amount of time. So this is 40 right there. So that was 40. So we're now on our 5th wave. So let's go. Let's go. So we've done 40 so far, and we're going to be done with 50 after we loop around here and complete this. Did I go? Oh, see? You flow up and you got to go back. See? That was an error, but it might happen. So let's go. Make up time. Number 50 right there. All right. So we have 20 seconds to go. we should be able, in theory, to clear out the rest of these to get a perfect 60. But we'll see, because I did have that one error where I had to go back. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see, there's 7 seconds. Can I go? 5, 4, 3, 2. We did it. So 60, bam. So there you go. 60 doors in 2 minutes. So it's actually not terrible. So what is that then? So 2 minutes, we got 420. And obviously you would then multiply that 420 by however much pumpkin multiplier action you got going on with your pets. So now that we did that, let's go out into the real world and let's see what we can do for 2 minutes of orb circuits. Now, before I do get going, I'm probably going to forget the numbers here, so I am going to actually jot down what my number is before I get going, because you know me, I'm going to obviously forget. So 11,429,291. Bam. So now I know that's how much I'm starting with, and after 2 minutes, I could find the difference. So let's go ahead and get the timer going on the screen, and look at that. The trick-or-treat spam is still going. That's absolutely insane. And start. So we're running, and I don't even need to count these orbs, which is actually the more beautiful thing, because I did jot down the number, and we're going to find out what we're getting. So this right here is really the route I take when I do get the orbs, and I do prefer the little orb method myself. But you know what? This video is going to actually prove which one is faster. Now, in my opinion, the orbs, I think, are going to take the cake. Even though they... Oh, see? You can flub up there, too. Flub up there. Now, the orbs only give you a 5. Plus 5 pumpkins, as opposed to the doors that give 7. However, look at how many orbs there are on the map. There's about 59 of them, I think. And if you hit all of them perfectly, you should be able to finish this roughly in about a minute, doing the entire thing. And that's not a bad thing, because for every door you get, look at that, there was 2 back to back right there. That was already 10. So you're definitely picking up more, right? 59 basically times 5. So that was right there, a full circuit, and we're just under a minute. So it was close to a full minute on that one. I know I flubbed up and obviously talking a little bit, but it is roughly about a minute. So I'm really excited to see what we're going to get. I'm stopping exactly at 2 minutes on this one. So we have about 41 seconds to go when I just glanced over, and I think I'm hitting pretty much every orb on the map doing this. So it's definitely consistent. And again, something I should have stated earlier was I'm doing this under controlled conditions. So this is considering the ideal situation where nobody is there to hinder you to jump in, steal your orbs, steal your doors, and all that. This is just you have a dedicated server that you could active grind on. And you know, the principles will basically apply to servers with other players. You just may have to choose one over the other, right? If there's someone running orbs, no one doing doors, and you're in a public server, well, you probably want to do the doors then, because you're probably gonna get more gain. So there we go, right there. That is it. So 2 minutes, we almost completed it. We just missed out on what, about 6 orbs over there. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of math here. We got 560 pumpkins for 2 minutes of active orbing compared to the 420 from the doors. So that's an extra 140 right there. That is actually about 30% more, right? So 420 divided by 140 is about 33%. So yeah, there you have it. The orbs are 33% faster. I'm glad I was able to confirm that today. That was actually kind of fun. I was originally thinking of doing like a side-by-side, right? One after the other, but I guess there's really no point to that because we just got the numbers. We just got the hard, cold, hard numbers. We got the facts, the cold, hard facts. There you go. And this is actually, it feels faster paced and it's definitely easier. And also, what I should knock in is that there are some orbs technically along the way here that you grab. So there's 6 orbs. So I mean, that's another 10, 20, 30. That's another 60. So actually, if you take those orbs into account, which I will, if you do include the orbs that spawn, I'm going to say probably every 2 laps they'll respawn and you'll be able to get them. The orbs are still the way to go out in the world. It is going to give you that slight edge if you can handle it, but you know what? This is actually a fair comparison out here now, just getting these doors, especially considering these orbs are spawning. So 480 compared to 560. So there you go. It's close. It's closer than it was at 420, but it's still 80 off, and that does add up minute after minute. And you know, the gains. That's all I'm saying. So maybe if you get bored of doing one technique, you could go ahead and switch and do the other, because they are relatively close in, you know, effectiveness. But yeah, so that's it. So the orb running is superior here, and I'm going to do another video on collecting orbs and some efficiencies and, you know, which is better series. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. So wow, I really want this persistent skin. I'm just going to say that. We're getting there with the 25 million, and I should probably put my pumpkin pets back on now, of course, before I forget. Where are they? There they are. So I still only have 2 Draculas and a bunch of Frankensteins. That's just pretty much how I'm rolling right now, is with this stuff. So it seems to be working out for me all right. Yeah, that's all I had for today. I appreciate you sticking with me. Let me know which active method of pumpkin or gathering you do prefer. Is it in Spooky Town here, getting the doors, or is it just running the straight up orbs old-fashioned style? Thanks for sticking with me. I apologize if this was a little bit long at the end explaining things, but if you do like what you saw, you found this helpful, and you want to see more, please subscribe and smash that bell for notifications so you are made aware when the next episode comes out. But as always, until next time, stay positive, keep swinging, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.